Right, it's been a couple of weeks, been a bit under the weather actually, but today we're going to have a little go at taking out this rust, well not taking it out, seeing what we've got. Just starting to set my drill up over there, got some heat going because the weather's starting to get a bit cool. So yeah, it's going to really have a go around here, probably this front inner wing and around the B post, and just see how bad it is. I probably need to do some stuff on the inside in there as well, which I'll do. And that's it, so I'll probably get you back when I've had a little poke around. I've been at it for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Rust is where I thought it would be, obviously, and I'm sure where we all thought it would be, but it doesn't really seem to be anywhere that we didn't think it would be. So getting a tool onto it, it's actually showing pretty good metal everywhere, which I'm pleased to see. Obviously there's big chunks come away, and that was mainly filler anyway, so kind of knew how to tackle this. I'm going to get another tool on just to start taking away this old dumb body filler. Yeah, and then we'll see. I mean, I need to get the engine out before I can go to the inner wing really and get the wheel off and everything, but for a first start I'm not too sad actually. I will have a go around here. I imagine that's probably the worst bit. So I'll be back. So that went quite well. Glad I did that because we can see a bit of extra hole there, but all the gunk came off nicely. So I think this is a hole here that's being filled. So let's take a wing bolt, and you can start to see here some, some repairs that have been carried out in the past. Now when I bought this in '98, it was a rolling chassis and it had some repairs, and this is where all the red oxide had come from. They'd done a lot of work on it, so I'm not surprised to see that. What I would like to do is try and get some of this out from in here. See, there's a lot of rust build up. I'm doing it with my left hand, so this is not going to go very well. I mean, bearing in mind how much rust is in there, quite surprised it hasn't just totally fallen to pieces, to be honest with you. So it doesn't feel, it doesn't feel soft. I mean, I think this red oxide has done a fantastic job in preserving it. So you can hear the dogs woofing on in the garden. Neighbours must love me. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't cut that. That's good. Means that the metal's still very nice and thick, but there's a lot coming out there. Don't forget that when steel rusts, or the iron should I say, starts to oxide, it expands hugely. So what looks like a lot of metal coming out, it is a lot of metal, but it's actually microns thick when it comes to what's coming away from the surface. So I don't worry about it too much. I just need to make sure that it's structurally sound. Right, even here. I'm point loading that right next to the rust patch, and that's all my sitting weight on that. Obviously, if I was to do it here, then yeah, obviously you can see it move. But I don't have that situation even there, right next to it. So I don't think this is all too bad. I'll keep poking around. Get another video out. Light on in here, it'll get a bit brighter soon. So this is the area I really want to start having a look at. You can see some pretty bad rust forming through here, but you can also see some patch repairs. Bloody great hole there, and also in the side part here. The reason being that this window, forever and ever, and it's quite common, you can see there actually, water sits here and it can work its way through. And on my particular one, it was working its way through here. Or do you know what? It might have even been under here or here. It doesn't. I don't know really where it was coming through, but it was coming through around here or here, and it was dripping You can see water stains actually, there you go, dripping here and falling here. I've been doing that for about 25 years, so naturally it's going to rust. So I do expect a lot to come through here. Looks to me like that's an over panel. So it'll be interesting to see. See what happens here. I don't want to say it, floor doesn't actually look too, it's crusty and it needs work, but it's not a total disaster zone. So I'm going to spend some time in here now and just see what we're dealing with, really. Yeah, I mean, that's all come away, isn't it? That does need work. No two ways about it. So let's see what we get to. Right, so you can see there's been a repair there. A repair there maybe. Another one there. Another one here. And the box sill, I mean the floor needs work, but the box sill's gone. Both on the inner and the outer, as it ties through into the inner wing. This needs sorting out. But I'm not really, beyond here, where you can see the seams opened up, it's solid. So any repairs I'm going to really sort of take from here, where you can see the paint actually, there back. I'm not going to chop everything else out. You see people on YouTube starting a job and taking everything out, and all of a sudden after 2 or 3 videos of chopping everything out, you wonder what's happened, because it certainly never finishes. The goal for this, really, I don't want concourse, I'm not trying to totally restore it. I just want to stop the rots as best as I can and get it back on the road and drive it so I can enjoy it. It's as simple as that. I'm not going for concourse. The way I look at it, and I might be wrong, I know that this steel here was relatively okay 25 years ago. And it hasn't exactly been stored indoors in a hermetically sealed chamber. It's been sitting outside almost all of its life. And the garage it has been sat in has probably done it no favours rather than any favours, because it's so damp. Only recently have I built all of this so that I can do this work. So if I was to spend years and years stripping it all back, making potentially more mistakes and making things worse, I just think I'm not going to get the return out of it. I want to, if I get another 25 years out of this car, that would be fantastic, because I'll be 70 by the time that's done, and who knows what will happen by the time I'm 70. So let's just focus on what needs doing. You could say this needs doing, but it depends what you want out of life. I don't know if I need that. So we will continue and focus on this area. Obviously we will go over the other side. There's definitely rust over there, which will need the same amount of work. Well, maybe not quite as much. I didn't cut that hole, by the way. We'll just see. We'll just see what we need to do. So I'll poke around for a little bit longer and I'll call it a day. As you could probably tell, I'm feeling quite under the weather, so it's not going to be a long one. Alright, so I've done a bit of work around here. Opened up quite a lot of holes on the inner wing here. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? But again, still not too worried. Yeah, there's holes, of course there is. It's a 60-year-old car. Still better than most 60-year-old cars. So I do need to go underneath really and have a good look around there. I'll have a go around here now. I mean, there's not much more I can get to in reality. I mean, that's solid. It really is sort of underneath really. But I might call it a day soon. I need to rest. I started having a go around the underside. Excuse the pun. And I was thinking, oh, this is looking pretty good. Look at this, look at this. And then, dun, 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 the drill disappeared. And there it is. So, it shouldn't come as a great surprise. It's all what we can see almost from the top there. So, you can see the light. Well, I don't know if there's light, I don't know what you can see. But, that hole and that hole are all the same hole. So quite a lot of work to do, and I knew there would be. This is, I don't know, it's, I mean, the great thing, I reckon I'll get some of the rust out, but yeah, I think all of this, and it's do you know what? Look, it's where all the previous repairs were as well. This has obviously happened before. There's a new, you can see a plate there, plate around here, here. So am I just reworking what was done before? I think I might be. I think that's all we're doing. Yeah, I've got a sneak peek into the underside, so it's actually got Marina trunnions, not trunnions, torsion bars. Ooh, so sporty. And there's a load of rust around here. This is one of the main reasons I want to take the engine out. Get to all these bits. They've always been like it. Generally, thanks to all the oil leaks, it's not horrendous under here. A few bits and pieces, but I feel an awful lot worse. Although I haven't seen as much oil leak as that. It literally leaks even when it's not running. I'd love to know. I mean, we're gonna find out, yeah. But it's quite leaky. Anyway, I'm gonna keep poking around a little bit longer. Bum 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 gone too high. Dun, 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 dun. Just because it looked a little bit like a lunar surface. That's the only reason I did that.